Hello, Francis.
Hello, Conor. How you doing, my brother?
I'm literally just coming over the bridge, mate. I'll be there in about 6 minutes. I've just got my van, so...
Can you break down for our viewers what you're going to do right now?
So I will be going in to use heroin through injection.
So the reality really is, we're waiting on wee Conor coming here, but while he's sitting in that room injecting, it's 50-50. That's you, you've been in and now you're out. Conor, can you please talk us through the procedure?
Look, more. Don't ever sit there and say addiction, and this is not happening on the streets of Glasgow, because this happens every fucking day.
Welcome back to the streets now. Join me and Aldo as we're going to take you today to three of the worst locations in this Glasgow city centre, where we will see the litter of paraphernalia in these locations. Now, we were watching something last week to do with the Scottish Parliament.
There is no evidence that I have seen, that has been reported to me or anybody else, to suggest that this has seen an increase in community injecting or indeed the discarding of paraphernalia within the community.
This man, you know, came across saying disinformation now. Mr. Gray, we want to tell you that it's no disinformation. The addicts of Glasgow are suffering under bridges in places like this. Now, the one thing we can say, Mr. Gray, a month ago we covered this place and it was littered beyond litter. You says that was disinformation and that was lies. Now, credit where credit's due. We went to check this location today after you saying it was disinformation. The place has been cleaned up. But if our viewers and our followers and subscribers go back a month, they will see the state this place was in when we had wee Danny Kelly out with. So we'll take the camera up and we're going to show you there has been progress made, but there is still syringes at these two locations. So this is the first location where, if our viewers go back a month ago, as I said, you will see that this place has been cleaned up, which is pretty good, man. We're actually happy to see there's been a bit of progress made here and people have picked up for what the streets have covered. Now, we can still see the paraphernalia here. You know, we've got the open needle packets here, man. We've got your syringes there now. These are used syringes, you know, and you can always tell the difference. Now, we want to point out this bit of excellent work as well, by the way. That's a map and how to access things, right? Now, on this side here, we've got the Thistle telling us about their safety consumption room. So that's good progress as well. As we say at the streets, we're not against anybody trying to make things safe for people. What our videos do is education and awareness to all these places that are littered. And when people deny that, it's a slap to the Scottish people, man, because yous are saying disinformation when our information is valid and it's there for every soul to see, you know. So there's no disinformation, it's actually truth, and the truth is it's been cleaned up a wee bit, but people can see it's still littered here. So there's still a lot of work to get done, and we're going to go to two other locations to see if these locations have been cleaned up also. So these people saying this is all disinformation, this is our information to let the Scottish people know that this crisis is real, this crisis is happening, and it's happening today right on your back doorsteps, man. So stick ways, and we're going to take you to another two locations, and we're going to take you quickly into this wee bit to show you a bit of progress there as well. Our aim is to get this done, so it's really good. It has been done, and here, as you can see, still a lot of paraphernalia about. There's still a lot of stuff here, so it's still getting used as a injection site, but hopefully in the future, with the streets continuing to shine the light on this crisis, hopefully in the future these places will just be for the trees and the flowers to grow.
Hello, Francis.
Hello, Conor. How you doing, my brother?
I'm literally just coming over the bridge, mate. I'll be there in about 6 minutes. I've just got my van, so...
We'll get you there in about 5 minutes then, right? We're just at Morrison's car park just now.
Right, Right, no, laughing then, boys. I'll get you outside it in about 5 minutes here, laughing.
Not a problem. So that's wee Conor there. Conor went away, we were with him earlier on, he went away to get what he needs to get. Then he's going to get into the safe consumption room with it. And wee Conor's been using the safe consumption room. And he's going to break down to us the procedures and things like that and let yous know and let us know at the streets what's happening inside this building. So stick with us, we're going to get him right now. Right, Conor, how you doing, man, brother, man? Welcome back to Streets. Conor, so we were talking to you this morning when we were in.
Yes.
You were telling us that you were just going to get your stuff and things like that.
Yes.
Then you were taken into the safe consumption room.
Yeah.
So this is you before you get into the safe consumption room. Can you break down for our viewers what you're going to do right now?
So I will be going in to use heroin through injection. I'm not really using this place because it's a clean and safe place. I will let you guys know how it goes after when I get out, obviously. Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Just keep us posted.
Thank you very much, Conor. We'll just take your mic off you.
Alright, take the mic off me.
Right, Conor. So the reality really is, we're waiting on wee Conor coming here, but while he's sitting in that room injecting, it's 50-50, and that's a true reality addiction, man. That wee guy could pass away in that building. We just correspond with STV News, man, you know, and anybody can click on that and see that there's been ambulances called out to that place, there've been overdoses in that place, which makes me think why they call it a safe consumption room. It doesn't sound very safe and there's people ODing in it and there's ambulances going to it to attend. Right, Conor, so that's you, right? We've seen you before you went in. That's you, you've been in and now you're out. Conor, can you please talk us through the procedure when you enter this building?
Right, so you walk through the doors, you get a very warm welcome as they're like, hello.
Yeah.
They ask you your NEO code, which is the code that you get that you have to give to get your IVs.
Yeah.
You know, like your needles and whatever. So they ask you that. Then they take you into a little chat room.
Right.
Then they ask you what drugs you're taking. They ask you the quantity of drugs you're taking, and they ask you whether it's IV, or even though that's all you can do anyway.
Yeah.
Then they ask you where you're going to be injected. So they say, you know, right arm, right leg, left leg, foot, you know, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
After all that's done, they then take you into the wee room next door. There's 8 booths, you know, like a computer booth.
Right. And that's 8 booths then?
8.
8.
Yes, so there's only 8 people that can be in there at one time. Yeah. So they provide you with all your IV kit that you need. Everything from 1mm fix to 2mm fucking, you know. You can even get a 1mm fucking screw on me.
Right.
Yeah, so you can,
yeah,
which is different, which I've not seen before. Aye. So obviously you sit, you can have a chat with them. There is actual NHS staff working in there, which makes it a lot safer. So obviously you have your hit. While speaking to staff, blah blah blah, they ask if you're okay. If you feel a bit like not up to it, you know, there's a recovery room next door that you can sit in, have your glass of water, fucking.
In the recovery room?
Yeah, so there's like a real
recovery room.
Right, so basically, say if you're feeling like shit, or if you feel like you're about to go over.
Is that after?
Yes, so that's when you go in this recovery room and you sit there and you can basically feel better or get better or whatever. Then after that, you go into a wee lounge.
Yeah.
Again. You go into a wee lounge, and that lounge you can obviously watch TV. You get tea, coffee, biscuits, pot noodles, toast, fucking cereal.
And how many people can be in the recovery room at the one time?
I think I've seen 10 chairs.
And how many people can be in the wee lounge room where you watch television?
Oh God, so the most I've seen was about 6 people at once. I mean, I mean, even in the recovery room, I think I seen 5 at once.
And is there any staff present inside the recovery room as well?
Aye, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
right.
yes. Nurses and all that, you know.
And in the lounge room, is there trained staff in the
Yes,
lounge room as
yes,
well, just
yes,
to keep the
yeah.
peace and everything at balance?
So everybody there is trained in some way,
Right.
whether it's an addiction worker to an actual NHS nurse.
Yeah.
I will say they're all lovely,
Nice.
that I've met, you know,
Yeah.
properly.
Good.
They all give me a warm welcome. They all
Nice.
ask me how my day is and everything. They are very smiley, chatty. You know, I would say I feel safe in there, yes.
Yes.
I would say maybe I don't know if it's because it's just not long open. They're still getting used to things. They're trying to get things done like an inhalation room, so you can
Yeah.
smoke your gear in there as well as get your gear in there.
Yeah. Aye, because we
Yeah.
were just talking to a boy, he came down, he was smoking, and he had to go up to the back of the car park to smoke his crack there.
Aye, because you can't smoke it
aye,
there.
we were talking to him off camera. So they're going to do that then, inhalation rooms.
Yes, that's what they're planning to do. Aye, and they're also, because what we spoke about before about them testing the gear
Yeah.
before you have your gear.
Yeah.
They are trying to get that sorted
They're trying
out.
to get
Aye,
that
I've seen the
sorted.
sheet. Aye.
Because the reason I hit on that with you today is, you know, there's warning systems, you know,
Yes,
coming up, and
yes,
there's deadly heroin
yes.
on the street today, right? And as you know, we talked about this, when you're drawing it up for a spoon, it's got a hint of green.
Yes. Hey,
You know.
mate, the thing was greener than that fucking sign today.
Aye, so there you go.
And I
So,
had a tidgy wee bit, and it fucking held me. Wow.
right, exactly.
Aye.
That's what we were touching on as well. You know what? How does the safe consumption room deal with that kind of a emergency?
Aye.
So I was just under the impression that,
Yes.
all right, before they go in, they'll test the guy's kit.
Yeah.
But then we get told as well, well, there have been ambulances called out to this place and people have
5.
OD'd in that
5.
place.
Is what I got told in
So
the,
you
in
can
the past 2
confirm
weeks.
that?
Aye.
Aye, so that's 5
Because
then. So-
obviously after I spoke to you boys this
Yeah.
morning, I had a few questions to ask them.
Yeah.
And a few things. And they answered a couple.
Good, right,
And
so
then-
can you tell us then what kind of
So
things?
5 people is what I've been told that have overdosed in
Yep.
the past 2 weeks in there. No deaths
Right.
inside of there.
That's a good
There
thing.
has been a
no
couple of deaths recently from that green heroin though,
Yeah.
just not inside that consumption room.
Yeah.
I would recommend anybody, wherever you are in Glasgow, if you do inject drugs, if you haven't already been, to go and have a wee look. Because honestly, it is worth it, it is safer, and do you know what? It will stop the deaths. Finally, will stop the overdose deaths. To an extent anyway.
Yeah, aye. Well, we're happy, right? We're happy that you're happy because we built up a relationship, eh? And
Yes,
it
we
makes
have.
me happy to know that you are in a safe place, right?
Yes,
According to you,
I am,
you
I
feel
am,
safe
yes.
in there and things like that, right? So we are very happy to hear that. So we are. The same thing is we're happy to know and see up at the back of the car park, as we've touched on, that's getting cleaned up also.
Aye.
The main worry and concern at the streets is this green heroin that's going to, you know, and is there any safe place for this stuff to be taken
Well,
in,
yeah,
you know?
they've dealt with it
Yeah.
5 times is what I've been told. That
5.
same green gear that
Yeah.
I've had today. It's just I took that tiny
Yeah.
wee bit and it still fucking
Yeah.
did. That's why I was an hour and a half, because
Yeah.
I was fucking sorting it out.
Yeah. So it's
Um,
good to know then, you know, that you feel this place is working for you.
Yes,
And
it is. Yes, it is.
that's good, you know, because we're not against anybody being safe or being kept safe, you know. But that's not what we are, you know. We're not here to cause controversy. We're here to
No.
understand, you know, and to understand for us. And people say, oh, these day research. This is your research. Talk to you and talk to all the other boys. You say it's safe. There's other boys that tell us they'll never use it, you know. So it's just that all the streets is doing is trying to bring that balance. And that's exactly what we'll keep doing. So thank you very much
Okay, my boys.
for talking to us, my
Always
brother.
happy to help my boys.
Excellent. Thank you, bro, man.
very
Means a
true.
lot. Oh. Here's your disinformation and lies, Mr. Neil Gray. Right here in Glasgow city centre, where you tell the Scottish people and the people of Glasgow that this does not exist. According to you, Mr. Neil Gray, this is lies. Well, there's your lies right there, and this is your truth right there. The truth that we've been reporting on, that the crisis in Glasgow city centre, the discarding of all these needles, this paraphernalia. You sat in a building and you told people of Scotland that this was all lies, that this is disinformation. Conor,
Cheers, pal.
how you doing, my brother?
Okay, my boy.
Conor, a man called Mr. Neil Gray sat in the Scottish Parliament and he said that all this is disinformation.
Yeah.
What have you got to say to Mr. Neil Gray, Conor?
You are a big liar, mate. There is... See this? This is just a start. There is plenty of sites just like this, if not worse. In fact, in 30 seconds, I'm going to take these boys just round the corner where there's another site, not even 10 feet away, if not worse. Mate, don't ever sit there and say addiction and this is not happening on the streets of Glasgow, because this happens every fucking day. People are dying every day because of this. So to sit there and shrug it off like it's nothing, that's bullshit, mate. Bullshit and lies, and you should be telling people the fucking truth, mate.
Thank you very much, Conor. Now let's go to the other site that Conor's going to take us to. And Mr. Gray would allow you to follow us as well. I would really love you to come and join the streets and just take a day out to walk about with myself and Aldo and get to know Glasgow and get to know the suffering inside Glasgow city centre.
I needed that coffee, bro. I was too cold this morning. And no one was offering me a coffee.
Are they not?
No.
So did we just turn up?
Yeah, you turned up at the right bloody time, boys, as usual.
Here's more of that disinformation, Mr. Neil Gray. Look at this. I mean...
There's plenty more down here when you're ready to find. See this?
It's just in people's imaginations, Mr. Gray.
Yeah. Look, more.
Now here we go, just as we're leaving here. Here's a perfect example of why the government should be down here cleaning things up. That syringe is full of blood. Now whether that blood's infected or no, that is still a very dangerous thing to come across, you know. So that's another thing we point out. Again, the truth. Straight for the streets, rough, raw, real footage, honest footage as it's happening in the moment, and this is what's happening in the moment. So that's us going down here. As many as will remember, for our first videos, this is where me and Aaron first came to, and we showed all you beautiful souls what was happening under this bridge. And that very next day, Aldo got in touch with the Environmental Health Services, he got in touch with the council, and we really emphasised to them that this place needs cleaned up. That was 7 months ago. So, and we know in that 7 months, the last time we checked this place was a month ago, still the same. So we're going to go down and we're going to see if anything's been cleaned up here, like at Morrison's car park. But I'm afraid to say here, I believe Morrison's car park was cleaned up for political purposes. So again, under the bridge, here we are, and as you can see here, all the paraphernalia, man. You've got tin foil there, you've got your syringes here, further up you've got your tin foil lying about, more alcohol paraphernalia and injection paraphernalia. So everything happens under this bridge in the Glasgow city centre, you know. And round here we've got all this stuff as well now. As I said earlier, we already reported all of this, you know. And this is where the boys will come in, and everybody's just standing here, hitting in the neck, hitting in the groin, hitting in the arms, and everything is getting discarded here and just left here with the elements, man, you know. Again, we reported on this 7 months ago, and a month after, you know, and nothing has been done. You know what I mean? To be fair, air there looks like it's been, you know, there used to be some old tents there. But then I noticed the bit inside the grill. And I'm like, so if we come up into the grill here, you know, this is where people go if it's a bit windy, if it's raining. So people will find themselves coming in here also, and I'll just get myself in here, up my head. So if you can see in here, Alan can do his best to bring it to you. You know, we've got quilt covers, pillows, we've got needles, we've got spoons, we've got everything in here. There's even a sewing machine up there, you know, but a lot of paraphernalia, a lot of rubbish that could be getting cleaned out. You know, it could be getting cleaned out, it could be getting safe. Because as I always say, my experience is using under here. Now I remember a Friday and Saturday night, people come in for a winch, people come in to do a pee, very unaware that we're all down here hitting up. So at the end of the day, it's education, it's awareness, it's shining a light on the most deprived parts of this city centre in Glasgow, where there is, in all truth and all honest information from the streets first hand, that these places are here, they are real, there's no green screens up, nothing like that. It's real, it's rough and it's raw, and it's happening in our back door in Glasgow city centre. Thank you very much for watching, and let's hit that subscribe button, that follow button, and let's keep up this support for the streets and for us to bring you this awareness, this educational videos, man, about why these places need attention, why the still suffering addict human being needs attention, needs help. And as you heard us earlier, the safe consumption room, people say, do you do your research? Of course we do our research. Our research is sitting down with a still suffering human being and asking the questions that need to be asked. Like you heard us with Conor, if we were against the safe rooms, we wouldn't have had Conor on our camera today talking so nice about these people. So that's who we are, you know. It's both sides of the story always with the streets. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe and the follow. Much love for your hearts to your hearts.